this video's about installing Aerocatch hood latch, hood pin kit, whatever it's called. What is happening, folks? Welcome back to the channel. Last night I started cutting away at the hood here to get these hood pins put in. Alright, so that's it. Everything that needs to be cut is cut. I'm just going to trim everything up a little bit, get rid of all the jagged edges if I can. And when you see me again, this will be back on the car again. Alright, so as you can see, I got the hood mounted back up. Everything is all good. And now, what you're going to want to do, or what I'm about to do, is you get your little, this is the hood pin right here. You got one nut on the bottom, one nut on the top, a washer on the top, and a washer on the bottom. And so what you do is you just kind of plop that into your whatever spot you're going to be putting it in. You just spin that on up. Get a little bit of toothpaste on the tips of there, and then close the hood. Hole, and there's a hole. Alright, now that we got our little toothpaste spots, I'm going to go ahead and drill a starter hole with this really small bit I got on here. Alright, it's official, no going back now. So this is where the center of the hole is going to be, and now I can actually mock up with the piece right here. Open it up, and now I know my pin is going to be coming straight through here, and as you can see, that's not going to be very cash money, so I might have to kind of tilt it off to the side a little bit, which kind of will look alright, but this is why I do it. This is why I did what I did, so I can, you know, like if I want to turn back, I can turn back. This is a very small hole to fill. So I'm going to make measurements on this side over here where this part is at, where this bolt would be at, from there to this end of the hood, and then over here I'm going to have the same exact thing, and then once I have a few reference points and these dots are in the same exact measurement spot from here to here, here to here. You probably only need this one and the top one, but I'm going to do more because I'm kind of paranoid here. But I'll show you what I mean in a second. Alright, so I just spent like the last 2 hours trying to figure this whole thing out, and I'm just going to sum up what I figured out. Basically, my car's been wrecked a few times. This hole and this hole are about, I don't know, half an inch, 3/4 of an inch off from being symmetrical. Now, so when I was making these, I was drawing these lines from where the bolts will be running through, and kind of getting measurements from here to here in a straight line, or, you know, straight enough, whatever. And it wasn't adding up. It wasn't working out. I was just off. I was just off. So I've come to terms with the fact that this hole, this side or whatever, is messed up, and essentially I just need to match the angle on the way that these this little piece is going to be angled. So it was set off pretty far off, and I'm glad I figured this out. Alright, so what I ended up doing was I drew this line straight down following the straight line that's in this right there, and it went down to here. Right when it hit that, I made it a flat line. I measured it and found I made another line right here, and then I used that line to kind of angle this. So once that was flat, I knew that it would meet that same line. So that's kind of how I'm determining the angle on this. It's still, I don't know what it is. It just doesn't look the same to me, and it's really just bothering me. So here's the angle on that one, and then here's the angle on this one. And far away, not far away, but from above, it looks like that. Alright, so it's like an hour after that last clip, and it's just driving me crazy. So what I decided to do was just cut it out, and then that way I'll have a visual of what it looks like. So I'm just going to peel the tape off of this. Alright, there. That's what it looks like. That's all there is to it. Does that look good or not? If I was a mile away, would I notice anything's wrong with that? I don't think so. I think I can get over myself now. Now I'm going to start going on the inside, and then I'm going to grind it out as I go along. Alright, let's see if we can pop that out. Nope. Yep, we are still far away, so that is very good. That's exactly what you want when you're doing something like this, because you do not want to have this to be super wide. I wouldn't think anyways. So I'm going to continue to grind this down. Alright, I decided just to go ahead and try to finish this one up for tonight, and then probably do the rest tomorrow, because it is pretty loud, and I don't know, I just want to complete one side just so I can feel like I did some tonight. So I filed it down a little bit more with the hand file. If you lay it flat, it worked out. So I can actually go ahead and drill the holes for the bolts there. So then you're going to take the nuts out of this here hardware kit and place them inside. So you just kind of place them in there, and they should fit pretty snug if they. But basically, you want it to look like that. You want the plastic side facing up when you're holding it like this, because the plastic part is what's going to lock the nut in place. And before you go ahead and get this put on, make sure you take off your tape if you did it the way I did it. And this would be why it's a good idea to drop a little bit of super glue in here when you lay these bolts in, or these nuts in, because I want to take out the only one that caught and when I did that, the nut popped out and it is gone. I am just about done torquing these things down. Everything is locking in and threading in place. And then the last thing I'm going to have to do is just readjust this stud or whatever you want to call it. And after that, you're going to go ahead and lop off whatever excess you have right up in here. You only want to have like maybe just like a couple threads in there. Well, nothing can ever be perfect or easy when you're me. So the positioning on this is way off. I don't know what I could have done to avoid this, but I can tell you what I'm going to do to try to fix it is drill this hole bigger and see if I can reposition it. And if I can't, I'm going to have to actually drill or grind out like a little alleyway to slide this to the side a little bit. So let's see what fixes this. Yeah, so it's gonna need to be moved over quite a bit. Not a big deal. This side I had to adjust, but as you can see that works just fine now. So the last little bit is going to be adjusting that, where this mounting point is at, and then cutting the bottom part off of here, and then you're done. Alright, so I'm just gonna step this up a little bit, and hopefully that gives me enough wiggle room. Super stoked with the end result. Like, it looks amazing. I am just constantly blowing myself away lately with, you know, taking on tasks that like are really drive up my anxiety, and just powering through it. You know, it's been a rough couple days. I slept in a lot today, and that helped out a lot, just keeping my mental focused and in a good mood. So I always try to remind you and you guys in these videos, like, if you are frustrated, just do not even bother with your car unless you absolutely have to, because it is just not worth it. Like yesterday, I lost the nylon lock nut. It's under the car somewhere. I'm gonna probably look for it now that I'm done and I'm satisfied with everything. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have lost that if I was just taking my time and not being. Anyways, end of rant, end of video. You guys, we are so much closer. I don't know why I keep saying we. It's just a thing I do, I guess. But I'm so much closer to getting this thing done. This was such a big upgrade for just the appearance in general, and a little bit of added security for my car. And I am just blown away by how it looks. It looks so good. So that's gonna do it for this video, guys. Peace out.